Good morning, Gemini. I'm Kristen, and this is Your Soul's Tarot. Today we're going to do a general reading, a timeless general reading for you. And I've already shuffled and picked your oracle card, and I'd like to show it to you now. Let me give you a close-up. It says, a shift in perspective. I see things with clarity and embrace positive change. I'm just going to take a second to connect with the card and connect with the information. I feel a lot of wisdom in this card. A lot of wisdom. That is the most prominent energy. A wisdom of the ages. There's also like a wisdom coming from ancient times. Wisdom collected over different belief systems of the time. I believe that the people watching could be very much into nature. Also have experience with plant medicine, or have at least are being called to have an experience with plant medicine and divination. So tarot. Actually, what I'm seeing is someone who has had experience with psychedelics and has gained a lot of wisdom from those experiences. Wisdom that can be used in life. Wisdom to help you see things that are unseen. Wise. Peaceful. Skeptical. That skepticism has you looking to other things like past religions, specifically things like the Druids, paganism, the studies of the ancient Egyptians. But I see a lot of interest in nature, in the nature people, in the religion of using nature. What movie is coming to mind to me is the Braveheart. They had a way of believing that used nature and the spirit of nature. The spirit of the trees, the spirit of the animals, the spirit of the birds. Let's see what perspective Spirit is saying is coming to you at this time. I'd like to use the... Oh, you know what? I don't have it here with me, so forgive me. I do use tarot in my soul therapy business, and sometimes I forget to bring it on camera with me, but it's okay. I have my favorite deck here, the Awakened Tarot deck, and we're going to draw some cards to clarify this oracle card. If you resonate with this message, please consider giving me a thumbs up and subscribing to my channel. If you want to see more, don't forget to click the notification button so you can be notified anytime I release a video for you, Gemini. Okay, I think I found it. I think I found the sweet spot. All right. Okay, it seems that the person that I'm reading for had a very painful ending happen in the past. It's interesting. I'm sensing that This person, although having gone through a painful ending, decided for the first time to look at something from a different perspective, to look at the pain that they were experiencing as an opportunity for growth. Specifically when it comes to, okay, this is really weird, but when it comes to developing a love for religion, a very, very weird and specific message. But Spirit is correcting me to say it's not necessarily religion. And I'm saying that because of the fish that we have in the cup. And the cup represents love and emotions. The page represents new beginnings, or starting off on a journey of learning, or, it's a person who, let's say, is just fresh out of high school and has to go out into the world, maybe start a trade or go to college, and they really don't know much. And so it's a process of learning about a particular topic, and this particular topic is about cups and a cup with a fish in it, so that it is a love for religion, a love for dogma, a love for things like Christianity, Muslim, Hinduism, Buddhism, and I think that's the way that this person addressed or approached their healing process from something that was very painful that ended. And after experiencing or gathering information, it was time to put that into action. But there was some kind of deception or some kind of withholding of information that happened. Let's get into some more tarot and find out what exactly happened. Wow, it's beautiful how some of these cards are seriously clarifying the next one to come. Because I see that exactly what I was just saying about this cup. There was a painful ending. And that painful ending happened so that a new beginning in love and peace, a new emotional beginning could come forward. Water in tarot represents emotions, and so do cups. And this hand coming out of the clouds is the universe. It's the universe providing you with an opportunity, because that's what aces are. Opportunities. So opportunity for peace as the dove, love as the cup, and emotions as the water. And the emotions are running over. So the universe provided you with an opportunity, and what did you do? You used that opportunity to grow, to learn about love, about your love for, I'm going to say religion, fill in the blank of anything that is religion to you, like dogma, or like learning spirituality. Yeah, a spiritual concept or spiritual concepts. So here you are with the with the Two of Wands. Wands are action, wands are passion. They're about forward movement. And in this case, this person is two are choices, and they have two wands. They have two directions that they can go in, and they know that they have the world in their hands. They've put their hand on one of the wands as if having chosen a path to go down in life. And so now, as the Three of Wands, having made a choice, this person is waiting for their ships to come in. They're waiting for opportunities. They're waiting for opportunities to move forward with the decision that they made and weighing their options. You see there's more water in the background, which includes some emotion, and these ships represent a journey. But this person is on land, which means that they've already made a decision, but they're kind of weighing the pros and cons still about something, and we'll have to find more and more about what that something is. But it seems to be that either there is another person, or this is yourself, who has, swords represent thoughts, communication. And this person is in a business suit running away with 5 swords. The 5 of Swords is a card of winning at all costs. A bit selfish, a bit childish. Like, haha, I got it. I won. You lost. Those 2 swords are the 2 of Swords, which is not having all the information that you need to make a decision. So although I see a lot of cards here, the 2 of Wands, the 3 of Wands, the, actually it would be the 2 of Pentacles, and the 7 of Swords, this would show me a story about you wanting to take action and trying to make a decision on which action you should take, knowing that you have the world in your hands and thinking you've decided which action you want to take. So now that you've decided, you're waiting for some more. You're still holding on to that wand. You're waiting for some more. You're waiting for an opportunity for action, but there seems to be something that you're weighing the pros and cons about as you wait, and there's some acknowledgement of some deception or some information that's missing or some information that's being taken away from you. Ah, okay. So Spirit is saying, in your quest, or your new love, your new journey of learning about religion and trying to make a decision onto which religion best represents you, and having made that decision, there's some uncertainty because you're now realizing that religion or that dogma or that spiritual practice that you learned about, there's a lot of information that's being hidden from you about it. You're being very patient and very careful and very nurturing with yourself and with this process. You're not rushing through this process at all. Pentacles are a slow-moving energy, and with this weighing the pros and cons and then showing up as the Queen of Pentacles, which is you showing me that this process means a lot to you, and you're taking your time, you're nurturing the process, you're learning everything you need to know. You're not just jumping into this. This is very serious for you, because whatever happened that was painful in the past, which we're finding more out about, you don't want to experience that pain again. They're telling me that pain has something to do with the 7 of Swords here, of information being withheld from you, and deciding that moving your cup to a place of peace was very important to you. Walking away from turmoil, walking away from things that no longer serve you is very important to you in this time. You see this painful ending. 10s are endings. 10 are endings, and it would be appropriate for it to be followed by the Ace, because once something ends, something new is available to you. And you're telling me that, you recognize that what you once put all of your love and emotions into is something that I'm, by the way, just getting a visual right now from my guides of the movie or the show Game of Thrones. I know not everybody has watched that, but in that movie, there is the scene that they're showing me is about one of the family members of one of the most prominent, wealthy kingships. He was He lived his life in a very sinful way, according to the church. And so I don't remember what happened, but for some reason, he left the family. He left the corruption of the royal family, and joined a church organization or a religious organization. I wouldn't say it was like any church based, but it was very, had a lot of dogma. It had a lot of rules of cleansing yourself of sin, of the sins of the past. And this is giving me that same vibe of like someone who experienced a life where they were doing things that were not, in their opinion, conducive to their growth in life. They were doing things that they were not proud of. Maybe a kind of occultist behavior, according to this card. There is a lot of occultist behavior on this card. But it's, you know, got stuff like skulls and bones, and it's got stuff like, you know, drugs and stuff. So, you know, maybe there was someone who was doing some drugs or living their life in a very unhealthy way, and there was a painful ending, maybe an overdose, maybe a being rejected by a crowd of people consistently, and they just wanted to find peace. They wanted to find inner happiness. They wanted to find love, and so they decided to walk away from the things in their life that were bringing them pleasure but no longer serve them, and devote themselves to either a religion or a spiritual practice. And there was a time of making some choices as to which way to go in life. Like, how do I move forward? Where do I want to go? How do I do this? Like, I don't know what to do. I'm just going to continue to explore these or learn about these different ways of finding love through spiritual activity. And you became, or have become at this point in our present moment, very very wise, very confident, very having a lot of knowledge, and having put a lot of practice in to learning the things that you've learned. And you're now like, oh, okay, I think I have everything that I need. I think I'm ready to move forward. But there are some things that you're still grappling with, that you're still working out, and you're currently coming out of that energy. You're coming out of the energy of feeling like there's something more that you need to weigh out the options of. You've sat, you've prayed or meditated or gathered information, or just sat still with the information and allowed the answer to come to you. Because initially there was some deception and you felt like there was information being withheld from you. But you put a lot of value into yourself. You put a lot of value into this process. And now, right now, there is a good luck or a turn of the wheel in your favor. And that turn is coming out of this hanged man energy. A hanged man is someone who sits, doesn't do anything. Just says, listen, there's a lot of information here. There's a lot going on. I have to process everything. So I'm just going to sit here and allow the universe to do its thing. And you intuitively knew that, because here comes the universe in to do its thing, turn the wheel for you. And now we're seeing you walk away from all of this onto a journey of self-value. Let's bring out the light seers and see what this self-value is about, where it's leading you, and if it can provide us with some kind of, where are you going with this? What is the outcome? What can you expect, Spirit? You know, I'm going to be honest. I don't want to sugarcoat everything. I personally believe that every process has its good outcome, has its positive outcome. But right now, you're going through a process of self-discovery, I think. I think you're using spirituality as a means of self-discovery. And it's trying to teach you your own personal value. And I do see that in the near future, things aren't already resolved. Things are going to be a little bit confusing and difficult. And these energies are very much of a person who's trying to figure something out. And in order to figure something out, you have to go through painful things, reflect on them, and change a little, tweak a little here, tweak a little there. But overall, I'm getting a lot of energy of someone that is birthing a new version of themselves. And let me just see here. What does this say? A shift in perspective. Yeah. I see things with clarity and embrace positive change. Yeah, there's definitely a change in perspective here. I do see this Ten of Swords coming up for you in this process here. But let's go through it again, and I'll explain to you what is coming for you. You know, this Queen of Pentacles here that you are becoming. This is a person very secure within themselves. They're finding value in who they really are, or value in whatever you're doing. And I think because it's clarifying the Seven of Swords, it's almost like finding value in keeping some information to yourself, or finding value in the fact that you may not know everything, and traveling off to find more information, and, you know, sitting in this and deciding to move forward in this. Knight of Pentacles, the slowest moving card in the deck. He's very intentional. He has something that's very valuable to him, and he wants to use it wisely. So he's going off on this journey to try to... A journey could be planting a seed. A journey could be starting a relationship. A journey could be going to school, like going to college. It could be maybe applying for jobs. It could be so many things. And it's being clarified by the Ten of Swords and the King of Swords. So I think you're really bringing in this Seven of Swords energy here with the Ten of Swords to the King of Swords, of like using the pain that you experienced in the past to focus all of your mental information, all your mental power, all of your, just focus. This to me means focus. You're focusing all of your mental energy because of a painful experience. It's driving you forward. It's driving you forward in this Knight of Pentacle energy. Very slowly, very methodically, very carefully, very intentionally. Moving forward. Because of the pain. The catalyst. And you have the Knight of Wands clarifying the Wheel of Fortune, which tells me that things are turning in your favor in the sense that you are becoming very passionate about action. You're very passionate about action, and the action that you're taking is not one of, you know, foot and hand action movement. It's an action of placing your value where it belongs and choosing where that value is, because the Hanged Man is being in reverse, is being clarified by the Hanged Man in reverse, which means, no, I'm really serious about coming out of this reflection place and putting things into action, using the pain that I've been through, using my ability to focus and move forward very slowly. Although you're moving forward, you're now in action. It's the very beginning stages of moving forward. Because your intention in the near future is to, you're very passionate about being someone who's very secure and stable and grounded. But the issue I see here is that there seems to be a confidence that you are moving forward with that might hurt you, because, I'm just going to say it, because it's going to attract something that's not meant for you. And this may be a test that you have to sit with again in order to readjust yourself back into the forward moving energy, reminding yourself of what you've been through. So it's almost like this is how the tests work, right? This is how life works. It's like we go through something painful. We don't want to experience that again. So we sit with ourselves and we learn something new, a new way of participating in life, or a new way of going about something, or a new belief system, or a new, trade, or a new spiritual, in this case, a new spiritual practice that's going to help us not experience the thing that we did in the past, or to help us change into a new version of ourselves. And as we're changing, and as we're picking up information and learning more things, and learning epiphanies about things that we didn't know in the past, that had we known, we probably wouldn't have done it. We're learning new things. We're getting very sure about the direction that we want to go in. We're ready to, we've sat with it. We're ready to move forward. We feel like it's a good time. We feel like the energies have changed and we're ready to go forward, and we get very confident, and then we get distracted because now we're not in the pain anymore. When you're not in the pain anymore, you forget about the pain momentarily and you run towards that thing that makes you feel better. But when you start to focus on that thing that feels better, you're no longer focusing on building the value within yourself. You're no longer focusing on the original goal that you made that took you out of that painful situation. And what happens? You end up back in a painful situation again, reminding yourself that you have to be more, you have to have more clarity. You have to have more discipline. You know what you want, but you're getting distracted. And so that Ten of Swords moment happens again, but this time when you have the Ten of Swords moment in the near future, you are prepared for it with knowledge. And so you use that knowledge in an effort to push yourself forward with passion again. So this is why it's showing up as the Knight of Pentacles, because this is a very slow moving process. You have to go through the ups and the downs and the backs and the forths. So there I do see another Ten of Swords moment, but I see that you approach it differently in the future. Let's see if Spirit has anything to say about your reading. Watch out for April. Although this reading is actually being done in April, and we just had a solar eclipse, which was really, really powerful. That could, okay, they're telling me that could have been the catalyst for this change in your life. You have a lot of support from Spirit in this, even though it feels difficult. And there may even be some issues with your family, or your family may be an integral part of the healing process. Maybe something happened with your family that you need to transmute or get therapy or just work through. Or your family is going to be a very integral part of your healing process, your moving forward process. So if you have to lean on them, maybe live with them, maybe accept help from them, Spirit is saying that is what you should be doing. It's time to act. Now it's time to move forward. You're going to have a male energy. It doesn't necessarily have to be a man. It could be just a masculine energy that is going to be coming in and possibly helping you to move forward, helping you, maybe a male in your family. But there is a spiritual support for this process, and they want you to know that this process has already begun, and you are well on your way moving forward. When you experience adversity, or when you experience pain, or when you come up against some resistance or some roadblocks, lean on your family. Lean on this male energy, even if it's a male energy within you, because male energy is, masculine energy is action-oriented energy. So definitely lean on your masculine energy to propel you forward. Learn from your mistakes and move on. Don't beat yourself up. Speak with Spirit, commune with Spirit, and you will see a new perspective. Again, if you like this reading, please don't forget to give me a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.